As with all lessons, you have your scale, okay, which helps you measure up your own self-motivation trait as well as your clients. We want to be at 40 or upwards, because from 30 downwards, from 0 to 30, remember, you have your client or yourself, you have endogenous motivation, so you might have enough motivation for yourself, but if you're in a role where you have to influence and positively motivate other people, it might be extremely tiring and exhausting. So we need to also contextualize the score on the role that the person has in their life and the project that they've come to you to fix. Let's have a look now at some considerations behind a low score. So when this trait is below -30, the person may feel inferior, or they may live in an environment that belittles them or that has caused them to stop believing in themselves, a toxic environment. With a low score on self-motivation, you will find it difficult to motivate and inspire others, as they may notice your lack of confidence. So if your client is at -20, -30, -40, first of all, from experience, I tell you that there's quite a bit of suffering inside them. So they do really, their daily life is quite strenuous, okay? They might very well have toxic people around them who keep squashing them, and that program for them has become reality, which means that if you are super motivating and encouraging, they'll appreciate it, but it will not be enough, because it is a very distant program for where they are at right now in their life. So first we have to build self-esteem and then slowly work on motivation. Okay, let's work on how to improve a low score. Obviously, again, you have your own exercises and portfolio of tools. I'll offer a few that we use, okay? It is essential to write down short-term goals or objectives that spark enthusiasm in order to restore a purpose that makes sense to the person. More than goals, or also apart from goals, you can also get, I don't know if you've ever heard of the importance of writing out your dreams. So you might want to, an exercise that I use with my clients about rekindling their dreaming abilities, not dreaming while they're sleeping, but like dreaming a vision, something that they want to call into their life from the future, okay, from not yet the tangible world. So an exercise that I give them is to write 10 dreams in the present tense, as though the dream is already here. 10 dreams every morning, as soon as they wake up, as soon as they open their eyes, before they get out of bed. 10 dreams a day for 30 days in a little book that they keep on their bedside table, to write them down right as they open their eyes before they get up. This, you will see that it doesn't work with people with a very, very low score. It works with people with, from 0 upwards, because people from a very, very low score, they don't believe, they don't dream anymore. They don't have any dreams. They cannot see anything in the future, generally, in my experience. So first you want to build their confidence up, build their worthiness up. Then you can get them seeing a better future, seeing that they have dreams that light them up, that ignite that inner fire. Okay, so this is the first exercise. This is how I do it. This is how I translate it in practical terms. You should also encourage them, investigate and encourage to spend time with positive, enthusiastic people who give them the energy and confidence that they need. The people that we hang out with are very important, as I'm sure you know. So investigate who these people that they hang out with are and how they are, what kind of personality they have, what kind of emotional energy they have. Motivate your client by pointing out results that they are achieving. So endogenous motivation develops from the realization that results are being achieved that increase self-esteem. So the person goes from feeling incapable to feeling capable, and you can do this celebrating micro, small victories. So small goals, we reach them, we super mega huge celebration. Another small goal, we reach super mega celebration. And this could be a way, this has worked in my experience with people that have very, very, very low scores. Investigate if there are any people in their environment who communicate in a toxic way, criticizing, belittling, bullying, guilt tripping, and making them feel that they are not worthy, not capable, that their ideas are silly, that their ideas are out of this world, and why are they wasting their time? We will dive into this topic in a few lessons. And also, it has helped many of my clients to keep a gratitude journal. Gratitude is one of the highest, most sacred emotions. So if we help people stay in gratitude, in dreaming, so I dream a future that I desire in my heart, and I am grateful for everything that I have now, this is a really super powerful combo, and you are free to test it with your clients. Another exercise could be to make a list to help your client make a list of their successes and disappointments. And for each one, write down the lessons that they have learned. So, and notice, so just free writing, right? You just let them write, and you want to notice if they are writing from an effect, so things happen to me kind of perspective, or from a cause, like I did this, I created this, I did not do this, and then this happened. So it's just the first thing you want to do is see how they write, how they exist in their reality. And then you want to choose 3 successes and 3 disappointments, the ones that mean most to your client. And you turn these lessons into guidelines by following these 3 rules. So you start with a verb, you formulate them in a positive way, and you use fewer than 10 words so that it becomes like a little mantra or a command or an instruction that they can repeat to themselves. For example, I give up opportunities by letting myself be persuaded by my partner or by my father, becomes I choose to believe in my ideas, and I overcome the fear of making mistakes and being judged, for example. So if you see that your client has given their power to other people, then you want to make sure that they take their power back and they start owning this change, because from this type of internal locus of control, and there is a trait a little bit further down the test that is all about the locus of control, internal locus of control, you will see that people, by working on this, they can start dreaming again. They can start seeing a future that they want to walk towards. So here too, the last reflection that I want to have with you, share with you, is one of a more of a spiritual or insightful kind. Okay, so I want you to think of self-motivation as a personal power plant. When it's running well, it generates steady energy, no matter what the weather outside is. When it is underpowered, the lights flicker whenever the external supply, which is in this case praise, urgency, reward, reassurance, encouragement, is cut off. So on a deeper level, self-motivation is the fire of self-trust. It is the willingness to act without proof that it will work. Faith, to move because you've decided, not because someone else has given you permission or is not giving you permission. Okay, so it's the quiet courage to say, I will take the first step, even if I don't see the entire staircase. So once again, each trait can be rather mechanical and superficial, okay? Or we can go a little bit deeper and work on that safety and trust and faith that doesn't have to have a religious denomination. It can just be faith in life, faith in people, faith in truth, okay? That helps reignite this fire of self-trust. Thank you so much. See you in the next lesson.